Hey guys, this is Hydra from xtrades back with another video, and in this video we're going to go over some of the best shakeout opportunities. So the setup that we're going to be going over is called the undercut and rally, and this is one of the best shakeout opportunities, especially when you're looking for those longer term buy the dip plays, right? So typically what you'll see is you'll have a stock that's forming a base for quite some time, right? This could be a couple months to a year or even longer, right? So you have a nice base forming. So in this example, 212 is the key resistance, 183 is the clear support. You get multiple bounces, right? But once, or this in this specific instance, right, you get an undercut of that support level, right? So we're going slightly below that 183 level, and then we get a very nice rally. So the reason why this setup works really well is because a lot of people have that stop loss placed um, at that key support level, right? So around that 183 level. So when we get an undercut, a lot of people's stop losses are getting hit, and a lot of people are getting shaken out, right? So this provides a very good buying opportunity, right? So typically you'll see a lot of big institutions buying when all of these stop loss orders get hit, right? So because these stop losses provide a lot of liquidity to them, right? So this is a great opportunity for big institutions like hedge funds to enter name, right? And again, this setup works really well for those longer term plays, especially for like true market leader names, right? So names like Broadcom or Nvidia or Palantir or Tesla, right? So for names that have really good long-term potential, like true market leaders, the setup works insanely well. And it's a really good risk reward setup. So let's take a look at some real life examples now, right? The first one we're going to take a look at is Broadcom. So Broadcom was forming a base here in 2023 for quite some time, right? A couple months, 6 months, I think. Yeah, around 6 months, 5 months. But yeah, this one had clear resistance around that 92.6 level, clear support around that 81.53 level, right? Notice how it bounced off that 81.53 level here, right? Once, and then here again. And then this time, we got an undercut of that support level. And then, yeah, basically on this candle, it's safe to assume that a lot of people got stopped out because they had their stop losses just slightly below that 81.5 level, right? So this was a very good buying opportunity. This formed a very nice shakeout, and here we get the undercut and rally, right? So here we went from $81 to 252 in a relatively short period of time, right? So that is a 212% move in like a year. So pretty good, right? So really good risk reward ratio, right? Even if you trade the setup and you end up getting stopped out 9 out of 10 times, that one winner can make up for all of your losers and more. So just to reiterate how strong of a risk reward setup this 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 shakeout setup is, right? So yeah, the undercut and rally is very strong, and you're really setting yourself up for big moves for these true market leader names like Broadcom, Nvidia. But yeah, let's take a look at some more examples. So at Duolingo, this is back in 2022. Duolingo Duolingo IPO'd, and then it formed the low here, right? And then we undercut that low, and then ended up bouncing very nicely, right? So we went from 64 all the way to 112. So that's a 78% move right there. So if you're a swing trader, that would have been a very nice move already. But for those longer term traders, right, this one went from that 65 level to 441 in 2.5 years. So that is a 600% move almost, right? So pretty insane. So again, really good risk reward ratio on these setups. Let's go through CART. This is another example, right? So CART IPO'd back in 2023. Here we kind of just consolidated, right, from the base, broke out, and then here we pulled back in, going through a mini correction. This was the previous low, and then here we slightly just undercut it just by a little bit and ended up bouncing very nicely, right? So again, this one went from $30 to 53, so almost 2x in a relatively short period of time. let's go through app. This is one of the biggest winners in 2024. Yeah, so this stock had a very nice rally. Went from like 37 to 350. So really insane rally from this name in 2024. But yeah, anyway, so here we had a bounce. Here we had another bounce, right? And then this one ended up undercutting in August, right, of 2024. So it undercut the previous low, and then we had a very nice rally again, right? So just as a swing trade, you would have made a clean like 47% in a relatively short period of time. But for those longer term plays, right, this one went from 65 all the way to 525, right? And that is like in less than a year. So that's a 725% move. Really good risk reward ratio. SMCI, this is another one where, or this is another big winner in 2023, right? Or 2024 as well. This one had a clear base here, and then we had an undercut on this candle, right? We slightly undercut, we formed a hammer, so that was a very good reversal candle, good shakeout candle. And then this one ended up being a very good long-term buy, right? If you bought around that 23 level, this one went all the way up to 112 or 122, right? So again, very good risk reward. This one went up 437%. Obviously, you're not going to get the top every time, right? You want to sell into strength, but yeah, that's for a different video. NVIDIA, so here back in 2023, right, this one formed the base for quite some time, had a clear bounce here, right, got close and then bounced, and then here we had an undercut on this candle, right? This is a very nice hammer candle, so very nice shakeout opportunity. A lot of people probably got stopped out on that day, right? And then this one ended up reversing very quickly. So if you're trading it for a swing trade, 25% move in like 2 weeks, so very good return there. And then this one ended up going from $40 to $153, so really good return. So Tesla, this is another one. So this was a very clear low, right? And then here we undercut that low and then had a very strong rally, right? And then this one ended up going from 152 to $488, right? In less than a year. So really good risk reward ratio again. Meta, this is another one, right? So this one, here was the clear low, right? And then on this candle, we undercut it. We undercut that low, the consolidation area. A lot of people probably got stopped out, and this ended up going from 276 to 740, right? So really good, really good long-term buy opportunity on these shakeout candles. Microsoft, right? This one again, this was a very clear low, and then here we slightly undercut it just by a little bit. A lot of people probably got stopped out, and this was a very good by the dip play, right, for a long-term play. And this one went from 311 to 468. And this one is actually one that I'm currently watching again for a shakeout play, right? Undercut and rally. Here we have a very clear support level. We bounced off twice, and just recently we formed like a shakeout candle, right? So this is potentially a very good buying opportunity around that 388 level, right? So this could be a good shakeout, or yeah, on 3-4, that could have been a very good shakeout candle. LLY, same thing, right? Here's the support. Here we undercut and very nice rally, right? So this one went up 30% off the lows in a pretty short period of time. Reddit, same thing here, right? This was the low. Here we undercut it, and it went from $52 to $230. IoT, here we have a very clear support level, multiple bounces, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then here we have a pretty nasty undercut, right? This one ended up going a good amount lower than the support level, but still same concept, right? Here's the undercut, and then we have a very nice reversal, and this ended up being a very good shakeout opportunity, right? It went from $27 to $62. And then here's like a live example, TSM. This is one that's currently forming a undercut setup, right? So here's the previous low, and we're undercutting it right now as we speak. So this could end up being a good long-term buy the dip play, and this is one that I'm currently watching. But yeah, I hope that was helpful, and I hope this is something that you guys can incorporate into your trading. Like I said before, the setup works really well for those longer term buy the dip plays, especially on true market leader names like Nvidia, Costco, ServiceNow, those bigger cap names. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys for tuning in.
There's a reason why xTrades is currently the fastest growing application on the market for sharing financial ideas. With over $2.5 million paid in the last 2 years to contributors, users are flocking to see what trades the top traders on the leaderboard are sharing in real time. If you're looking to grow your reputation as a trader on the internet or discuss your trading ideas with other reputable investors, click the link below and get connected with a trading mentor today, completely free of charge.